Islam. It is December the 21st, 2019. I'm Elijah Bey. He belongs to Morse descent. And first I'll be reading the Fatiha. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Praise be to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Master of the Day Requital. Thee do we serve, and thee do we beseech for help. Guide us on the right path, the path of those upon whom thou hast bestowed favors, not those upon whom wrath is brought down, nor those who go astray. Psalm. I'm going to be reading chapter 57, Iron. Section 1. Establishment of the Kingdom of God. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Whatever is in the heavens and earth declares the glory of Allah, and He is mighty, the wise. He is the kingdom of the heavens and the earth. He gives life and causes death, and He is possessor of power over all things. He is the first and the last, and the manifest and the hidden, and He is knower of all things. He it is who created the heavens and the earth in 6 periods, and He is established on the throne of power. He knows that which goes down into the earth, and that which comes forth out of it, and that which comes down from heaven, and that which goes up to it. And He is with you wherever you are, and Allah is seer of what you do. He is the kingdom of the heavens and the earth, and to Allah are all affairs returned. He causes the night to pass into the day, and causes the day to pass into the night. And He is the knower of what is in the hearts. Believe in Allah and His messenger, and spend of that whereof He has made you heirs. So those of you who believe and spend, for them is a great reward. And what reason have you that you believe not in Allah? And the messenger invites you to believe in your Lord, and He has indeed accepted your covenant, if you are believers. He it is who sends down clear messages to His servant, that He may bring you forth from darkness into light. And surely Allah is kind, merciful to you. And what reason have you that you spend not in Allah's way? And Allah is the inheritance of the heavens and the earth. Those of you who spent before the victory and fought are not on a level with others. They are greater in rank than those who spent and fought afterwards. And Allah has promised good to all, and Allah is aware of what you do. Section 2. Light and life given by the Prophet. Who is he that will offer to Allah a good gift, so He will double it for him, and he will have generous reward? On that day thou wilt see the faithful men and the faithful women, their light gleaming before them, and on their right hand. Good news for you this day. Gardens wherein rivers flow, to abide therein. That is the grand achievement. On the day when the hypocrites, men and women, will say to those who believe, wait for us, that we may borrow from your light. It will be said, turn back and seek a light. Then a wall with a door in it will be raised between them. Within it shall be mercy, and outside of it chastisement. They will cry out to them, were we not with you? They will say, yeah, but you caused yourselves to fall into temptation, and you waited and doubted, and vain desires deceived you, till the threatened punishment of Allah came. And the arch deceiver deceived you about Allah. So this day no ransom will be accepted from you, nor from those who would disbelieve. Your abode is the fire, it is your patron, and evil is the resort. Has not the time yet come for the believers that their hearts be humble for the remembrance of Allah and the truth that is revealed, and that they should not be like those who were given the book before, but time was prolonged for them, so their hearts hardened, and most of them are transgressors. Know that Allah gives life to the earth after its death, Indeed, we have made the signs clear for you, that you may understand. The men who give in charity and the women who give in charity is set apart for Allah. A goodly portion will be doubled for them, and theirs is a generous reward. And those who believe in Allah and His messengers, they are the truthful and the faithful ones with their Lord. They have their reward and their light. And those who disbelieve and reject our messages, they are the inmates of hell. Section 3. Truth shall be established. Know that this world's life is only sport and play and gaiety, and boasting among yourselves, and the vying in the multiplication of wealth and children. It is a rain whose causing the vegetation to grow pleases the husbandman. Then it withers away, so that thou seest it turning yellow, and it becomes chaff. And in the hereafter is a severe chastisement, and also forgiveness from Allah and His pleasure. And this world's life is not but a source of vanity. Vie one with another for forgiveness from your Lord, in a garden of extensiveness, of which is as the extensiveness of the heaven and the earth, is prepared for those who believe in Allah and His messengers. That is the grace of Allah. He gives it to whom He pleases, and Allah is the Lord of mighty grace. No disaster befalls in the earth or in yourselves, but is in a book before we bring it into existence. Surely that is easy to Allah. And that you grieve not for what has escaped you, nor exult in that which He has given you. And Allah loves not any arrogant boaster, such as are niggardly and enjoying niggardliness on men. And whoever turns back, then surely Allah is the self-sufficient and praised. Certainly we sent our messengers with clear arguments, and sent down with them the book and the measure, that men may conduct themselves with equity. And we sent down iron, wherein is great violence and advantages to men, and that Allah may know. Who helps Him and His messengers unseen? Surely Allah is strong, mighty. Section 4. Double reward for believers. And certainly we sent Noah and Abraham, and we gave prophethood and the book to their offspring. So among them is he who goes aright, but most of them are transgressors. And we made our messengers to follow in their footsteps, and we made Jesus, son of Mary, to follow, and we gave Him the gospel. And we put compassion and mercy in the hearts of those who followed Him. And as for monkery, they innovated it. We did not prescribe it to them, only to seek Allah's pleasure, but they did not observe it with its due observance. So we gave those of them who believed their reward, but most of them are transgressors. And you who believe, keep your duty to Allah, and believe in His messenger. He will give you 2 portions of His mercy, and give you a light in which you shall walk, and forgive you, and Allah is forgiving, merciful. That the people of the book may know that they control not of the grace of Allah, and that grace is in Allah's hand. He gives it to whom He pleases, and Allah is the Lord of mighty grace. So that was chapter 57 of the Holy Quran of Mecca, and that's how you.
We start right there and do the food smoothie, and then continue. I need some food smoothie, and you do too. I know you feel like you're doing a lot, but it's all gonna come together because you don't have to get work for 10. You're gonna have your food smoothie, and it's good. Okay.
Yes, I'll be reading from Circle 7. Know thyself, and thy Father God Allah.
I have to leave in 20 minutes.
The genealogy of Jesus, with 18 years of the events, life works and teachings in India, Europe, and Africa.
I need a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
These events occurred before he was 30 years of age. These secret lessons are for all those who love Jesus and desire to know about His life, works, and teachings. Dear readers, do not falsely use these lessons. They are for good peace They are for good, peace, and happiness for all those that love Jesus. Dear mothers, teach these lessons to your little ones, that they may learn to love instead of hate. Dear fathers, by these lessons you can set your house in order, and your children will learn to love instead of hate. The lessons of this pamphlet are not for sale, but for the sake of humanity, as I am a prophet and a servant is worthy of his hire, he can receive this pamphlet at expenses. The reason these lessons have not been known is because the Muslims of India, Egypt, and Palestine had these secrets and kept them back from the outside world. And when the time appointed by Allah, they loosened the keys and freed these secrets. And for the first time in ages, have these secrets been delivered in the hands of Muslims of America. All authority and rights of publishing this pamphlet of 1927 by the Prophet Noble Drewy. The industrious acts of the Muslims of Northwest and Southwest Africa. These are the Moabites, Hammatites, Canaanites who were driven out of the land of Canaan by Joshua and received permission from the pharaohs of Egypt to settle in that portion of Egypt. In later years, they formed themselves kingdoms. These kingdoms are called this day Morocco, Algiers, Tunis, Tripoli, etc. And that's the end. I'm going to be reading chapter 25. The Holy Covenant of the Asiatic Nation. Ye are the children of one father, provided for by his kin, and the breast of one mother hath given you son. Let the bonds of affection therefore unite thee with thy brothers, that peace and happiness may dwell in thy father's house. And when ye separate in the world, remember the relation that bindeth you to love and unity, and prefer not a stranger before thy own blood. If thy brother is in adversity, assist him. If thy sister is in trouble, forsake her not. So shall the fortunes of thy father contribute to the support of his whole race, and his care be continued to you all in your love and each other. Islam. And that was chapter 57 and 25. 57 of the Holy Quran of Mecca, and chapter 25 from the Circle 7 Quran. So today again is December the 21st, 2019. I'm Minus Bey, he's a Muslim Moorish descent. Islam.